Brian Keane here with Qualified Capital. We just wrapped our holiday pitch event, and it was again a great success. From our beverage sponsor, Nerds on Site, to the 4 great companies that presented.
My name is Prad Shaker. I'm the CEO and co-founder of CB2 Insights, a healthcare data technology cannabis company. So we're excited to be here today. Our company is in an exciting time in our life cycle. After having built a business over the last 4 years, our business successfully enjoys now a growing revenue stream, today ending this year at $11 million with positive cash flow in the industry. As part of really growing and expanding our business will be a heavy play on consolidation of the markets in the United States and then also some international markets as well. Our company will be completing a go public transaction shortly in Canada, aiming to be trading on the Canadian Security Exchange. And part of the process that we're here today is really around, number one, generating awareness for what it is we do. And then also concurrently with our go public is a go public financing for an opportunity for investors to really join on at the stage that we're at and see the ramp up of a company that's taking a leading position in a very niche market today.
Gaston Pereira, Cupagos CEO. Cupagos is a U.S. public company. We're a Nevada company. We're traded in the OTC QB under the code QPAG, QPAG. We're an electronic payment services company. Even though we're a U.S. company, our operations are in Mexico today. So we basically put together consumers and service providers. We have a very robust electronic payments platform. We're distinguished by the fact that we have an interesting self-service kiosk that allows consumers in Mexico to actually make all these payments through our devices. We have mobile applications, and we really cater to an economy that is very high cash-centric in a country where about 2/3 of the people are unbanked. So I think that we have a unique opportunity in this marketplace. Cupagos' recent filings showed about $2 million in revenues. That means we're at a running rate of about $8 million, which is, I think, is quite indicative of our company's ability to grow. And we're just tapping the surface of the potential market in Mexico in many of the verticals that we're dealing with. We have the financial institutions, we have government, we have the retail sector, and on top of that, we have an expansion plan to the United States. We want to tap into the almost $30 billion of cross-border remittances between the U.S. and Mexico, facilitating obviously through these self-service kiosks and taking advantage of blockchain technologies to allow the settlement of these funds that I think can give us a unique competitive advantages. So I think that we're poised to show continuing growth as we consolidate ourselves in these 2 important markets for us.
I'm Paul Mann, president of Alchemist Incorporated. We're here in New York because Alchemist is doing its first round. It's a 5-cent round to bring in friends and family. And we're looking at moving ourselves into the CSE and bringing in the whole aspect of supply chain data analytics into the cannabis community. Our company is currently focused on delivering supply chain data, basically pre-licensing. People are applying for licensing. We identify who those people are. We can now get a probability of how successful they're going to be with those licenses and then supply them with contractors, suppliers, and supply chain companies at the post-licensing environment. We're also involved in inventory management, data analytics, as well as complete supply chain management of data. And point of sale supply. We do banking transactions through our strategic relationships with our partners. We're presenting in New York because the cannabis industry is a little bit confusing and it's so fragmented. But right now, we're looking at bringing in the technology that allows you to bring it all together. You can be a cultivator, you can be a distributor, you can be a dispensary, but you still need to know what it is that you're selling. You need to know how to manage that, and you need to know how to comply. Also how to handle your cash and how to do electronic transactions. That's really what our technology brings together in one silo.
QBiomed is a biotechnology acceleration and development company. We're tremendously excited to be bringing you an update on a recent acquisition that we just announced. We acquired the branded version of a drug called Metastron from GE Healthcare yesterday. This is a really exciting development for our company. It gives us access to the branded version of the drug in 22 countries around the world. And of course, we're really pleased to be able to continue to bring this drug to all the patients that it services in those countries. Midostaurin is a really important drug for patients that are suffering from late-stage cancer pain, from metastatic disease, that's cancer that is spread to the bone. This is a really debilitating and excruciatingly painful condition to be bearing, and we're really pleased to be able to have partnered with GE on this transaction and taken on the acquisition of this very important product to all those patients around the world.
My name is Kevin Ernst. I'm a board member of Nerds on Site. The easiest way to explain Nerds on Site is to think about the Canadian version of the Geek Squad. The big difference is that the Geek Squad is focused mostly on the residential customer, whereas the Nerds on Site is focused more on the small to medium-sized businesses. These are businesses that typically have a full-time IT person where they can hire Nerds on Site to have a team come in and service them 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and probably save 35% of the monies that they would save by not having to hire a full-time IT person. So we're really, really excited about completing the IPO yesterday. We're very excited about just the huge opportunity that we have to bring this model into the US. And we look forward to getting more investors familiar with our story and also having more of the investment community become aware of Nerds on Site.
I'm David Wenger. So excited and happy to be here at the Holiday Pitch 2018. Got a chance to speak for a few minutes about my paper, The Green Regulatory Arbitrage, a case for investing in U.S. multi-state, vertically integrated cannabis companies. It's a white paper that I wrote about the U.S. cannabis industry, divided into two primary sections. The first part of it discusses the inevitability of legalization of cannabis federally in the United States. The second part of it discusses my investment thesis focused on multi-state vertically integrated operators. Tonight, I was lucky enough to talk to the group here and provide a brief update about what's happening on the states level and the federal level.
Look forward to seeing you at our next event next year, 2019 in February, for our winter pitch. Thanks again.